She's been a fashion stylist for over 20 years, working with large brands around the world such as Louis Vuitton, Bentley, Cadillac, and Tesla Asia. She's also a personal stylist for high-end international clientele, taking hair all over the world, from London to LA, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Paris. She was the personal assistant ambassador stylist to the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse and has styled TV shows, magazines, and commercials. She was also a personal stylist to a Saudi princess for her engagement party. We're going to come back to that one. Whether you want a whole new look or you just want to organize your wardrobe seasonally, this fashion guru will help you dress to impress, because this is Lucy Garrett. She's all about fashion. Woo! I love this song. Everyone sing fashion. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lucy Garrett. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Well,
Welcome.
thank you.
Lucy is a new mom, everybody. She had a baby back in January. Little honey Bluebell.
She's just to my right. If I keep looking over to my right, just kind of keeping her happy. She
Keeping
can
her quiet. So we'll whisper.
it's fine.
Come forward a little bit so we can hear you. Just it's a little bit crackly.
How's that?
There we go. Hopefully we can hear you. Everyone's saying congratulations to you on the feed.
Oh,
How is it being a working mom? I know that this is actually a great time off for you, isn't it? To actually be able to bond with her.
yeah, it's really nice. I think for now, at the moment, you know, we've all got so many expectations that we need to be somewhere or get a mummy class or catch up with a client. But to be here, like really being present with her every day is really, really nice.
Oh,
Gives us all an opportunity to stop, you know?
yes, exactly. And I know you were dealing with all your clients literally right up to the day you gave birth.
Yeah, well, the day I gave birth, she decided to come 5 weeks early. On the day I had a client in London,
Wow.
I messaged my client. I was like, I might be like an hour late because I'm feeling too great this morning. And the next minute I was whizzed off to hospital. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my goodness.
great.
Oh, it's a little bit crackly. I don't know what the sound isn't that great. So just maybe come as forward as you can. Yeah. I love that we have your wardrobe in the background. It's perfect.
Hopefully it's not too close.
No, that's great. That's wonderful. So, okay, I've always been fascinated with fashion and styling. And how did you get into this business?
I got into business as a child. I was just completely sort of mesmerized by fashion and all the supermodels in the 90s. And my parents were like super creative. My dad was a hairstylist, my mum was a makeup artist. I grew up around fashion.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think it was just in the genes, and all my family are in, you know, the creative industry, my siblings.
Yeah.
So it seemed like the thing that I sort of aspired to, and yeah, I wanted to grab her. She's making a little cry. I think she wants to be on camera.
That's okay. We can have Honey Bluebell. I love that her name is Bluebell. Here she is. Aww. This is your first interview, Honey Bluebell. Honey Bluebell.
It didn't
Hi.
go to plan. I was hoping to feed her and she would sleep, but she wants to be on camera.
That's okay. Babies have, you know, their own rules. We just have to go with their rules. That's cool. It's all good. So you've done so many different things in your career, from magazines to TV to dressing actors for TV shows. So how you did a wedding show, didn't you? You did 48 real weddings for the UK.
Yeah, we filmed 48 real weddings. It was a reality TV show. So basically, it was genuine couples that were getting married.
Yeah.
We wanted to be on television, and we had a registrar. And it was amazing. It was filmed in 6 weeks, and I had to basically put together entire wardrobes for those weddings.
For the bride and the groom?
Absolutely.
Bridesmaids, everybody?
Yeah, bride and groom, bridesmaids. But they were completely, you know, they were really out there. So we had a Disney wedding, we had an Alice in Wonderland wedding, We had traditional weddings. I mean, it was obviously like crazy.
Wow.
And the pressure you're under to pull everything together, because it's somebody's special day. It's their big day.
Yep. Welcome to my world.
It's stressful, Charlie.
It is. It is stressful. And talking of like stressful, so when you do like a fashion shoot, I mean, what the pressure that must be on you. So talk me through a fashion shoot. So you're going to have to dress like the models. You've got the photographers to think about. Tell me how does that start?
Yeah, so you normally first of all get by the photographer.
Oh, say that again. It just clicked out a little bit.
You might get approached by the photographer or a creative director, who will say, look, this is the brief, these are the models, and this is kind of, this is the approach that we want today. And sometimes you'll be given like 3 days notice to pull an entire shoot together, which,
Wow.
you're under, to pull all the clothes in from the PR companies and make it happen, essentially. And you could be doing, sort of like 2 models, or they could be like an entire crew to dress. So,
wow. So do the PR companies give you the clothes, or do you have to go to the stores and buy the clothes and then return them afterwards? What do you do?
well, it depends. If it's fashion and we're featuring brands, so PR companies.
PR companies. Okay. Yeah.
We go to the PR companies and they get a mention in all the magazines. So obviously that's great PR for them.
Yeah.
Sometimes we buy products, and if there's enough budget, then we get to keep it as well. Given out to models. If not, we return. We don't really on that.
No.
Most of the stores in London know me anyway. They know when they're stylists. We're fully respectful of all the clothes, and but yeah, it's sometimes the timelines can be like you'll be given a couple of days,
and you have to pull it all together.
Absolutely. And then sometimes at the 12th hour, the client will decide that they want to change the model. Everything changes. Because of course you've gone and bought higher looks for one side, you've got to go and buy a look for another. There's a lot.
Oh my goodness, it's a lot of pressure. It's almost like when I said at the beginning, like our job as a wedding planner looks very glamorous on the front, but the work that goes on behind is like the mice and the mice organ running. Yours I would think would be the same, right? The hard work.
The night before the shoot, I'm still running around the stores until they close at like 9 o'clock. Working with before the creative director, until late. So yeah, and then you wake up sort of tired and ready to start a crazy day of a shoot, but there's nothing that's more exciting. I mean, it's incredible. It's an incredible job to have.
Oh, well, I can imagine. And then when you're on the shoot, you could be outside in the elements, you could be in the cold, Absolutely. In the snow.
Yeah. We were, I was shooting for a series called Cobra in the UK.
Yeah. It's a TV show in England. Yeah.
It's on Sky at the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, the brief was basically to dress all the actors and the crowd. And you've got basically have to sort of work through the night, depending on when they're shooting. And it's cold. You get to 5 o'clock in the morning and you're like trying to stay awake. So,
yeah.
So it's complete variety. And I think that's what sort of gives me the buzz, really, of variety of the job.
Yeah, I think that's when you're a creative person, I think that's what we survive on and we live on. It's like shooting a movie, you could be doing a flat out, like when we did Chicago, flat out dance routine at 2 in the morning and you might finish at 5 in the morning, but it's the adrenaline and the excitement that keeps us going.
Absolutely. And that's the exciting thing about all of this. And it's the variety of what I do, working with real people and models. That's what keeps it real as well.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Okay, so I have to ask you, tell me about this Saudi princess that you dressed for her engagement party. How did that come about? It sounds so glamorous.
So I have a French photographer friend who approached me. He was working with her for years. He lived between Paris and Saudi. And he said to me, look, you know, you're going to get a call from a good friend of mine, Saudi princess, who is getting engaged. And, you know, well, he obviously, her PA called me, and I had about 2 days to pull together an entire collection in London.
Wow.
Based on the fact that you're not with the client, so you can't try on, you just have to go and shop till you drop.
Yeah. What fun!
And buy all obviously the appropriate dresses and accessories, and put together an entire wardrobe.
Did you get to talk to her? Did you get to ask, like, what do you love to wear? Who's your favorite designer?
So basically, I went to Paris, turned up clothes, and met her. Yeah, presented the collection to her, and she absolutely loved it. I mean, it was those moments of,
oh,
you're gonna love it. Is it gonna work? And
does it fit?
That's the thing. Does it fit? That's, I mean, to work, you know, when you haven't got somebody there, it's a bit like working with models. You just have to kind of, you know, use your sort of expert knowledge and obviously, and hope as well that it's all gonna work on the day.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. And the entire collection, she bought all of the collection, and hence why I was actually, we worked together all day. So the whole process of like trying on, but working with the Saudi princess, I mean, that's something that, you know, obviously as a child, you just think that,
yeah, you had to dress a Saudi princess. That would be like your ultimate goal, right?
Exactly.
So where was the engagement party? Was it in Paris or was it in Saudi Arabia?
It was in Saudi. And yeah, and the fact that she actually chose one of my pieces from the collection to wear on her engagement was like, okay.
Wow, that's amazing. And so you actually went to the party, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, well, I got invited as a guest, to be, you know, to be present, and you have to be invited in. It's really exciting. And
yeah,
together again in London.
Did you say that again? It just cut out.
Sorry, we've got to work together again in London. So,
oh, that's great. On another event, or just on her regular wardrobe?
Regular wardrobe. Yeah. So she basically likes to update her wardrobe sort of once every season.
Oh my goodness, girls! Wouldn't you just love that, to be able to update your wardrobe every season? Oh my goodness. What happens to her clothes from like the past season? Does she donate?
Yeah, she's got lots of siblings and cousins, so she donates it all. And I'm sure, I'm hoping to charity as well.
Wow, that's a dream. Yeah, really is, to be able to just like, right, that was spring 2020. Now let's go on to, mind you, fashion for 2020 is just Uggs and sweats. So I'd love to know what she would be wearing right now.
I think we can all feel a bit more relaxed at the moment, right?
Yeah, I think it's okay right now. So that must have been one of your proudest moments. Do you have another moment that you're like really proud of in your career? Because like when I was reading through your introduction, like you must be so proud of like everything that you've accomplished. It really is amazing. It came to me today. I was like, wow, you've really had an amazing career.
I think so. I mean, I think like all of us that, you know, that freelance or run our own business, you know, you never put yourself on a pedestal, do you? You never really give yourself a pat on the back.
No, never. I'm allowing you a pat on the back here because I was, you know, it really was. And you worked so hard.
Our own worst enemies, right? You know, we just have to, once you've done one job, it's about getting on to the next job.
Yeah, you're only as good as your last gig is what I always say. You're only as good as your last wedding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's part of the addiction to it.
Yeah, I think so. And then again, it's striving for perfection, striving to do another great job. We all have that inside us as well. Did you have an amazing moment when you had to speak in Shanghai? Was that one of your proudest moments?
Yeah, so I got asked by a dear friend of mine who's become a friend now, a colleague, Angelina, to fly out to Shanghai to present to a huge audience, which was absolutely terrifying because, you know, the first